We're going to go with this filter tonight because this is more like the colors in the room actually are.
This wall color is the best wall color I've ever had. It's called Glazed Donuts by Bear Paint. Glazed Donut by Bear Paint. And at night, it turns into this nice warm kind of mustardy, dark mustardy color. And in the day, it looks great with all of the antiques. But when you look at it in the can, it kind of reminds you of like baby poop brown. It's the weirdest, but it's the weirdest color, but it's just amazing. And so I've painted my living room. The last apartment that we had in Fredonia, I painted it this color, the one wall, because it was just so beautiful. And well, and I got the color because I needed to make the wall look like it was really long, and I picked a color that would make it look like it was one with the wall outside of the sliding glass doors, and it made it look like it made the apartment look so much bigger. It wasn't even funny. It was just great.
So anyway, let me get to the point. It's Monday. I just edited the video, but I'm not going to be able to post it because I've got a storage problem on my phone. I can't create a whole file of what I've edited until I delete some things, and I can't delete some things until I get well, some of it needs to finish transferring to Google Documents, right? So that I can get it again if I need it. And some of it but even then I need some of it on my phone because I've got to go through my notes and stuff. So I'm doing a really long janning. I had intended to get it all done today, but that's just not the way it went. It was a wonderful day, and I got a lot of things done, but that didn't get done. So, and it's rounding around to 11 o'clock, and it's time to go to sleep. I check. No, sorry, it's rounding around to 10. And if I don't start moving towards bed now, not going to happen. I ate about an hour ago. So, anyway, but I'm on a 10-day kind of a diet. What are they calling it? Oh, poopy. It's a 10-day challenge, and your 10-day vital health challenge. 10-day vital health challenge. And I'll tell you all about it, even if I have to like type it all in. But it's all stuff that's good for you. And anyway, we saw a lot of doctors and everything yesterday and learned a lot of things. And so I'm just really excited to apply them all. And Tony is always discovering new stuff because he's one of these people that is just curious, and he just reads. And he took a speed reading course, and he can read like a book in an hour. So, yeah. So he's read a lot of books. So, and that just increases his knowledge. It's just amazing. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's really it. And I will talk at you tomorrow. The rest of this week is all me getting myself to a place where I can hold myself accountable. In other words, I have a lot of things. It's one of the reasons I'm diving back into my notes. There are a lot of things I'm like, do this, right? But the way my memory works, I'm not going to remember all of it. So I have to go back through my notes. I haven't done this before with Tony Robbins because when I went through it before, my brain was fine, and I was just like pulled like a magnet to it. But I'm just going to have to do a little more work this time, but that's okay. It is worth it. And so I'm going to take the whole week and build a whole way to proceed through it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do. I've got a couple things to knock off this vital health challenge. Some of it's breathing and doing some other things, and but I want to make sure that I get it all done. Oh, anyway, I love you guys. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to keep this tight. I had work today. I got into the new routine a little bit better. We have 10 days of keeping some of the health things going, and I'll put that all in here so that um, you'll know what it is. I'll put it right like there. And but anyway, I'm running out of space on my phone, so I want to keep this really tight so that we I don't run out of, yeah, so it doesn't end abruptly. Anyway, that's about it. I'm just like, it's like my brain is kind of scrambled, so I'm just working my way through it, and that's good. But I'm a lot more clear minded, and it's amazing. And I honestly, I think it's from the oxygenating and that stuff. So I've that's the thing that I absolutely have to figure out how to keep going from. Hi there, y'all. I had an amazing day. Um, I have to keep it short because I don't have much room on my phone. So, anyway, um, yeah, I got a lot done today. I I'm just kind of all over the place. I don't even know like what it was exactly, but maybe I can make some kind of graphic or something to explain it. And yeah, so I'm just UHPW is still kind of messing with my head in the most wonderful way. And I figured some things out today, and if I can tell you quickly enough, I'll share. So, one of the things that I struggled with was like, when should I push myself and when should I not push myself? And my answer was, if I can stay in my heart, I can push myself. So I kind of battle between being in my head because I'm smart, and I kind of like try to fix everything with my intellect alone, if that makes sense. But when I get in my heart, everything just goes much better. And so doing work when I'm not in my heart is not worthwhile. So I can push myself if I can stay in my heart to do it. So that's my answer. So because sometimes I push and it's not worth it. It wasn't, it wasn't a good decision. Anyway, I've got to go because I'm about to run out of about time. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Hey. So I'm not very happy with myself today. I didn't get up early enough to get my walk in, and I just kind of like let myself drift mentally all day. And maybe I needed it, but I wish I would have realized it and just let myself like rest or whatever. Ooh, back cramp. Anyway, yeah. So I'm not happy, I set a new standard. I set a new standard for myself over the weekend, and today was not my standard. Now, I did go out for a walk. So, one thing that KK, she's the person that leads, she leads UPHW, and she is amazing. Okay, so she said that we're supposed to pick 3 things that as long as we do these 3 things, you're not allowed to beat yourself up about the day, right? Okay, well, you shouldn't beat yourself up anyway because it doesn't help you. But it's like the balance between being super accountable to the stuff the stuff you're setting in motion and excuse me, and scheduling and yeah. I blew off so much today it wasn't even funny. And I don't like that at all. So that's not going to happen again. So I got to do better. Once I know, I got to do better. So what I did do today is I figured out bill stuff. So if I'm taking care of the house and I've got to find and I will before the night's over, before I go to bed, which shouldn't be too much longer. And I'll put them in here, just in a snippet, or maybe I'll just put them right there. But definitely going for my walk and doing my gratefuls, and meeting God. I didn't do it first thing in the morning, but I did finally, pray, and so I like it when my day goes better. It's that first piece for me. That first piece of the day makes everything roll out from there. It's like I really can't miss that first piece, or the rest of the day I'm just like, where am I? What am I doing? Like it just has to happen. So, if I pray every day, if I do my mini walk every day, not my big walk, but my mini walk, and I just had a fluff of a day. I just did, and there's really no excuse, really no excuse. I mean, at least I don't think so. So, I screwed up. I didn't start the day intending to screw up, but what I didn't do is I didn't set my intentions the night before, which I usually do. So, that'll be something that I need to do. Maybe that's the third thing. Yeah. And if I set my intentions for the next day, that's a really good idea, because then I could roll through the idea. So those are the 3 things, and you're probably seeing them right there on the right here on the screen. But my dream walker, that's what I call it, the dream walker. My glad to gratefuls, and my set my intentions for the next day. If I do those 3 things, I can call it a fine day. And that's what I'm going to do, just so I can move on, because I could waste time tomorrow beating myself up about this, and it's just not, like I just need to get in that part of my head that's better than that. So it's a kind of crazy little transition, but I'm learning. And I wish it was as easy for me as it was when I went to UPW in the past. Because by the time I did UPW, I was on fire. But see, I had been doing coaching, and I had been doing a bunch of things. Like, I was really getting there, So I've just got to hold myself accountable. Oh, I did have a really good I want to call it coaching, but it wasn't. It was counseling session. And I have one every 3 weeks. And she holds me accountable. And that's my version of coaching right now. And that, because that's just where I am. And, but that's okay. I'm cool with it. I mean, not cool with it for forever, right? As soon as the money starts to roll, I got to start like making little niches. And my brother said today that he is going to get me a rebounder for my birthday, which is in September, but he's going to get it for me early, which is really nice of him. That's very nice of him. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, cuz my rebounder, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. It's right there.
But I don't think you can see what the real problem is. But
maybe if I took you all the way down here, you'd be able to see. I have no idea if it got it or not. I may have to cut all that out. So, yeah, but anyway, it's absolutely not boingy anymore. It doesn't boing. There's no boinging. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so yeah, and I just want to did you know that something really fabulous happened? Because I don't think I said anything. It happened on Monday. I got an offer to be in a best-selling book series. They have put out 5 volumes, and those volumes have been New York Times bestsellers. And it is me telling my story about how I dealt with my MS when I was first diagnosed and all that. And yeah. And they have a person that helps you write it and all of that. And yeah, so I'm really excited. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. There's more to it, but I'm keeping that under my hat for now. So anyway, but that's the news. And so this should be published by like January. And that's like perfect timing for momentum for me, for all of these things for me. And the next thing on the docket, by the way, is an August 2nd through, I think, the 6th. I think that's it. 2 through 6. Again, Tony and Dean event. And it is a Time to Thrive challenge. And I'm sure it's a sign up for, whatever they're calling KBB now. KBB was Knowledge Broker Blueprint. That's what I joined back in 2019. It was a long time ago. Well, not that long, but longish, right? And they don't call it that now anymore. They call it the Self-Education Revolution, I think is what they're calling it now. And then they have Mastermind also as part of that. And yeah, so anyway, that's it for now. I'll let you go. It's almost 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm really kind of chatty Cathy, but that's kind of the way my brain has been all day. It's been hard to wrangle. And the only way to wrangle my brain when it's like that is for me to do my walk and do all that stuff. And I just didn't get to it. So I've got to do better. And I will do better. And I've done my 3 things. I've done my gratefuls, I've done my walk, and I'm about to go do my plan for tomorrow. So anyway, all right, you guys have a good night. Okay, so I'm back because this is still Thursday, but I'm back because when you start to criticize yourself, your brain does this thing. It deletes stuff because, Tony Robbins has this, I'm sorry, I'm going to be saying that name for a while. You guys are going to get sick of it, but I'm not the teacher. I can teach you the lesson, but I want to give him credit for it. So anyway, Tony has this exercise where you look all around the room and you, in fact, why don't you do it now? Look around your room and notice everything that is brown. Everything that's brown in your room. Look behind you. There's some things back there. See, I got some stuff behind me that is brown. I've got those bookcases and the picture frame. And yeah, I've got brown stuff back there. And anyway, okay, now close your eyes. Now, no, close your eyes. Okay. Now tell me everything that's red. Okay, open your eyes. Now, he does this to point out that your brain finds what you direct it to find. And if you are looking for all the brown in the world, then that's what you'll find. And you delete everything else because your brain can't deal with everything at once. It has to allow you to guide it. So the whole point of today, I was feeling like I didn't get anything done, but I got something huge done. I got the video posted, and I had a whole snag of things that I had to work through today because I had too many things saved on my phone because I had taken a bunch of screenshots to, instead of, things were going really fast. So I took screenshots to save just the text that was on the screen. Not content, but just the text. And then I can transcribe them into my notes later. You see, that's what I'm planning to do that Saturday. So anyway, and then I can delete them. I won't need them anymore. So anyway, but they were hogging space on my phone. And because of that, I had put the whole video together, my video from last week. I had put it together, but I wasn't able to. Okay, there are 2 steps to uploading a video to YouTube for me. On my phone, I build it in KindMaster. That's a video editor, and it's awesome, by the way. And they have a free version. All you have to do is have a little watermark up in the corner of the video. It's amazing. Okay, so I edit it on KindMaster, and then I have to upload it to the memory as the completed edited version with all the things I've done to it. So it becomes one unit at that point when I like upload it to the memory in a different format, right? But I need the space on the phone in order to do that, and I didn't have enough space. So I had to go through a lot of machinations, and in those machinations of getting space, I deleted all, not deleted forever, but I deleted off my phone all of the video that was in the video I edited. So when I went to look at it again, it was all black. So I had to go through and specifically find the correct, I had to go and find the correct videos, and then I had to rebuild the whole thing practically. Now not exactly, because all my work was still there, but I had to plug in the new video and delete the old. You can replace, but I find that it gets a little squirrely if you do it that way. So I usually put it in and get rid of what they couldn't find. Anyway, so I had to do that, and that took like 3 hours, 3 hours. And so I did a huge amount of work actually. But because I was saying to myself, I didn't get anything done, my brain was trying to find proof for it. So that's like the whole point. Just, Anyway, I just, these are the lessons I'm reminding myself of constantly. And okay, so I just had to get back on here and tell you, and I know I'm so sorry because it's a really long video for tonight. So this week is going to be that way, I guess. But maybe well, I had a couple short ones, so maybe it'll be okay. But yeah. And so I did do a lot today, and I ate very well. I fed myself very good food today. More stuff from the garden, which I love. And let's see, what else did I do? Let me pause. I'm going to think about it for just a second. Okay, I figured out bills and the order of payments that are going to be needed because my first paycheck is tomorrow. And I also filled out the paperwork online, although it's not paperwork because it's online, but my paperwork to be able to be paid. So I did that today. So those were actually big things. The only thing that I'm really concerned about is that in order to do my online, I'm not sure I'm going to get paid tomorrow because I used an expired passport for my proof of citizenship, and I don't know if it's going to work. I really don't know if it's going to work. But the site that I was on wouldn't let me also load my driver's license. I need to find my voter registration card because they'll accept that as proof of citizenship as well. But I don't know where mine is. So, yeah. Yeah. So,
And I don't know where my current passport is. I have no idea. I know that I haven't lost it. I have flown with it. In fact, I flew back from visiting my mom's sister, Francie. I flew back with it. So unless somebody stole it from me at the airport, I've got it. And it hasn't left the house since, so it's someplace. But I really don't know. I really do not know where it is. But anyway, that's all beside the point. And again,
I apologize. Here we go. I may have to speed up some of this so that you guys can stand it. So if I have sped up some of the video, that's why. Because I didn't want to torture you with my brain going all over the place the way it does sometimes. Anyway, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Hey y'all. So I had a really great day and I made a plan. That's why I had a great day. And then, wow, my plan, did it go exactly the way I wanted? No, but it sure worked. So anyway, I'm going to do the same thing for tomorrow. I've got a whole day off. In fact, I've got until Tuesday off, and it is Friday right now. So I don't have work. And so I can dig into all this stuff that I want to do. I'm really excited. So, but I am going to get my butt out of bed and get on the road and do my walk and my extended walk. My 15-minute usual and my extended walk. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I had made a plan. I hold on a second because I've got other things to say, but I want to be succinct. Hold on. Okay, so work went really well. I ate some beautiful food today. And I found that there are some things that I can do at work that are on my agenda to get done daily that are not, they don't impact my work at all. Like some of the Egoscue postures I can do right in my chair there at work. And it helps my back feel better, which makes me work better. So, it's like, it's okay to do at work, right? And and just switching, something I learned this a long time ago and I had forgotten about it, or I remembered it anyway. So if you use a mouse in your right hand, I'm right-handed, so I do. If just once an hour you'll use it with your left hand, it kind of helps your body not to get into patterns that will become painful and stuff. And it only once an hour do you need to just say, hey, you need to work on this side too, just like that. It's just about keep reminding your nervous system and your muscle groups and all of that, because your body is tracking all of that all the time, constantly saying, hey, what is that? Hey, what is that? They're go back and forth. And that's why eventually pain thresholds change. If you have pain in your shoulder for a while and nothing has happened to alleviate it, your brain will reset the pain to a different level, because it's saying, oh, okay, they can't do anything about that, so we'll lessen the pain because she doesn't need the indication. So yeah. So anyway, anyway, I can do those things, and there are 2 postures that I can do at work, and that's good. And I found that I was still dehydrated, which was disappointing, because I felt like I drank all my water today. I'm gonna have to like, I don't know. I have a list that I'm marking off, so I don't know how else I can keep track, but something else needs to happen. Or because of the medication I'm on, that the medication for my high blood pressure maybe throwing a monkey wrench in. So I either have to figure out if I need to drink more water, or I have to keep track of it better. One or the other. Anyway, and so I have a bunch of things that I want to do tomorrow, and I am gonna plot those out now. I really want to get through a review of UPW and UHPW, and I think I'm going to start with UHPW, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, that's it. I don't know why I put those on, because you can't see my eyes, and that's a little annoying for you. Anyway, okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Okay, so I think I figured some things out. Okay, so I was editing some of the video, and I saw how I was beating myself up a bit. It seems like I'm holding myself accountable almost, but I'm not doing that. I'm actually, and when you beat yourself up really harshly, there is an element of self-love to it, in that you can then comfort yourself after. Okay? So it's really counterproductive. I know that sounds kind of weird, and I'm probably not explaining it very well, but there's a little circular argument going on when you're doing it with yourself. Anyway, so I pointed out a lot of things in, not yesterday's video, but the day before. And you'll see me drop in and out of my new self. And you can see it in my eyes. You can see when I get really strict with myself. And I'm like, no, stay there. Stay in the new place. Because it's easier on my stress. And the fact that I was doing that then, and probably a little bit along the way during some of the days. Pardon me. Means that may be one of the reasons I was kind of down for the count today. So, yeah, because I didn't feel well today. But I was also doing what I said I would do, which is push the envelope with my MS. So, this challenge that I'm doing, this physical challenge, it's a thing from UPW, and I'm continuing to do it. But the stress I was putting on myself about all the pieces parts, and you know, saying to myself, I can do it if I just find a way is fine, as long as I can stay in my heart about it. But as soon as I get into a place where I'm beating myself up about not having done it, and this is what I'm really working on, because this is the key. This right here, this emotional element, is the key for me moving out of this back and forth and sometimes down place to finding an even keel in my life and just, you know, going along. So, oh, excuse me. All of the lessons are really good. And I ate really well today. I rested today. The voice in my head is trying to get me to complain about myself, how I was today, but I'm not going to do it. I did not get as much done as I would like. Now, that's as close as I'm going to get, because you go further down that road and you get a little harder on yourself, and it's just not productive. It's simply, you know, if you want to be really like just good or bad about it, it's bad because it's a waste of time. Just focus on what you do want to happen and do it. So for the rest of my day, I want to edit my video and I want to rest. And I was going to try to do something else, but I think that is all I'm going to do, and let my body recuperate. And I slept through all of my alarms this morning, and I have some pretty obnoxious alarms, let me tell you. And one of them is an 80s phone that's a ringtone, and it's really loud. And there is just, unless I'm not, like, my MS is active or something, and I don't mean like active like I'm not walking well or anything, but I'm fatigued and I'm tired and I needed to rest today. And I need to not beat myself up about that. 6 out of 7 days going out for a walk and doing all that. And because I woke up late, I couldn't go do my 15-minute walk. I was going to maybe go do that, but I think it will be a better challenge to myself to not go do it and not beat myself up about that. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, okay, so that's what I'm doing today. And yeah, so here we go, y'all. Yeah, excited about what I'm learning, because I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing it in myself in my videos, which is really great. And it's so good that I'm doing this on a week now, because I don't just see one day and edit that one day. I go back over the course of the whole week and I can see and go, ooh, look what I did there. Ooh, that's the, okay. Ooh, there she goes. You know, so that is a real blessing. Ooh, all right. So anyway, good night. I'll see you on Monday. Take good care of yourself and take good care of each other.
Made you look